Hello, my name is Jason Gant. I serve as the pastor of KiDSCOR and Children Ministries here at Resurrection. It's a joy to connect with you today. I'm so thankful that you said yes to partnering with our KiDSCOR teams at all locations and online to serve children and their families this season of ministry. It reminds me of Matthew 19, the second part, where the disciples are holding the children back. Yet Jesus says, "No, let the little children come to me, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." That's your job. Your job is first, among everything else, to openly welcome all children and their families with a smile and eye contact and learning their name and helping them to feel comfortable, safe, and welcomed. And when appropriate, maybe a high five or a bump. We're so glad you said yes. I'm going to be praying for you, and I want to share one illustration, an object lesson. This is one of my favorite pieces. It's a stone cross replica from the Northern Isles in Ireland, Northern Ireland. And it's a replica. The actuals were 20 and 30 feet tall, and they used to move them around on carts before the Bible was written like we know it today. They would take these huge crosses up on the back of carts, and they would stand in each village and they would tell the stories of Jesus. They told the story of Christmas. They told the story of Easter. They talked about Jesus welcoming the child, understanding what it is to embrace the kingdom of heaven. They did all of this without the Bible, without all the knowledge that we feel is always needed. Our KiDSCOR team is going to coach you on that. We have an amazing staff team. They're going to get you everything you need to know to have all the right answers. But most importantly, your job is this: to show them the gospel of Christ by your love and your actions, welcoming all, caring for all, and sharing the joy and hope we find in Jesus together. I'm going to be praying for you by name as I get this from every team member, location, and online. Know that God is going to work through you, and you're going to make a huge difference in children's and families' lives this season of ministry. Thank you again.
Welcome to episode 1 of the KiDSCOR Training Spotlight. My name is Sherri, and I'm on KiDSCOR staff. Each month, we are going to take one important skill when it comes to leading in KiDSCOR and really focus on it. We'll do that through this video and on our weekly pre-service huddles. Imagine if each month we all improved in our ministry to kids and families. Imagine just how awesome every kid's experience would be as they entered KiDSCOR if all of us got better each month. Our theme for this video is preparation. Being prepared can make all the difference, and it doesn't take all that much time. Let me give you 5 quick ways you can prepare for your time serving. Number 1, read the lesson plan, weekly email, and group text. Number 2, wear your KiDSCOR t-shirt and your lanyard. Number 3, show up on time. Number 4, talk with other leaders. And number 5, pray. Thank you for saying yes to serving in KiDSCOR. Your yes to serving is so important because this week matters.
Hi, my name is Miss Amy, and I'm the Early Childhood Program Director. Whatever role you play in KiDSCOR, whether you're welcoming families, running a computer, or leading a small group, you are investing in God's kid over time and helping them have a relationship with God. And what you do matters. Kids need a new kind of leader, one who will keep showing up. It matters that you show up to serve, and it matters that you serve consistently. No matter how long you've been serving, all of this have this in common. This year, we've got 52 weeks to make an impact. If we believe that this week matters, then I believe this is also true. This week will matter when you make it count. If we want to make each week count, then we need to be intentional about every time you are here serving kids. You make it count when you welcome each child by name. You make it count when you console that child who is sad because their grown-up just dropped them off. And you make it count when you engage with the child and ask them how they are doing. And you know what? This week matters even when you don't think it matters. Let's be realistic. Some weeks are better than others. There will be times when you get discouraged and things won't always go as you had planned. You might wonder if anyone is even listening sometimes. And let's face it, kids don't often express their gratitude for the impact that you are making on their life. Serving often looks like a lot of hard work, and that work can feel thankless sometimes. But we stay the course, don't we? We keep investing in what we can't see because what you do this week, it matters. Because every week matters, we keep showing up because we know it's the best way for a kid to experience a consistent relationship with God. Here's why this is personal to me. My children, Jenna and Nathan, who are in college now, they grew up in this church. And it is because of people who invested in them in KiDSCOR that it made a huge difference in their relationship with God. My daughter Jenna, she had the same amazing leader, Miss Doris, who was there weekly from the time she was 2 years old until 5th grade. She poured into her life and to this day still has an amazing relationship with Jenna. What Doris did mattered to Jenna and countless other children. Now we're going to take a listen to some of the clips of an interview that we did with Jenna and Miss Doris about what KiDSCOR meant to them.
My husband and I, we have 2 boys, and it was a case where we really wanted the opportunity to start, serving together, and then just to be able to be a part of their faith journey. And so it was really due to them that we got involved in serving in KiDSCOR. The biggest surprise for me is that I didn't have to have all the answers. I didn't have to have a theological background. And these are children, and they come and approach their Sunday in a way that's very fun and it's laid back. But the other nice thing is that KiDSCOR staff provides everything. And that was such a relief because I just didn't have to worry about any lesson plans or what we were going to do. But it also gave us the opportunity as leaders and volunteers to introduce and adapt some things.
All of it was great. I mean, when I started, I've been going, or I went to this church, I started like pre-K all the way through high school. When I started, it was like, I just go to church on Sundays. But then, when elementary school started, I started like wanting to come more, and I had like such a good time every time that I did. The whole thing was great. We had a big group at the beginning, and so we could do like skits and praise and worship, and Mr. Nick was there, and I loved that because I did a lot of like acting and drama when I was a kid. And then we would break off into smaller groups, and Miss Doris was my leader every Sunday, like every Sunday for years.
A lot of years.
Yeah, like 6 or 7 years. And it was always nice to just like have that familiar face to come back to.
There are so many sweet memories about this opportunity. It was so unexpected, the way that it was such a blessing to be a part of these kids' lives. And also just for my own kids to know what they were learning, how they were growing, to be a part of that outside. When we would go home, we'd always have conversations about, what was the lesson and what did we learn and what are some of the questions? And that was just a really nice thing for our family personally.
I've been impacted, and I feel like I've been impactful. I just really wanted to pay it forward based off of the experience that I had because it was so good for me. And then it was even more fulfilling then. And she was talking about forming communities and attachments. And like, that was the people that I, grew up with and I came back for. We graduated together, seeing everybody grow within my own grade. And then when you do volunteer, you become even closer with those people.
It is so much fun. And while you may say, oh, there's just no way I could do this every week, or there's just, that's a big commitment. Once you get into it, you want to be here. I mean, you look forward to it because it's like the launch of your week.
Thank you, Miss Amy, for that awesome talk, a reminder about what we do, how it really matters. And speaking of that, we have this sweet button that we're going to be handing out to all of our awesome leaders this school year, 2021-2022 KiDSCOR button. And on it is a card. It was just a reminder of what Amy talked about and what we do and how it matters. What you do this week, it matters. And going along with that, I've got 3 bags of KiDSCOR star buttons. Woohoo! And you can earn some KiDSCOR star buttons, and here's how you earn it. You heard from Ms. Sherri earlier in the video about our focus for the month being preparation. Each month we're going to have a different preparation, a different theme. This month is going to be preparation. Each month we'll have something different. And when we see you doing your best and trying to be prepared or trying to follow through with how you're opening or closing the large group lesson, we are going to give you a KiDSCOR star button. And that star button can go on your lanyard and you will be a KiDSCOR star. We've got tie-dye, we've got blue, and we've got red ones that we'll be handing out over the course of the school year, reminding you that you are a KiDSCOR star because you volunteer here with the kids. So we thank you for doing that. We can't wait to have an amazing school year with you all, and we will see you very soon. Bye.